'cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more, hell no. I just wanna sip it till the pain wears off. Pour me another round. Line them up and knock them down. Two more, let's go. 'Cause I ain't never heard like this before. Don't wanna think about her or where.
Oh, shit. What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome to Thursday, and I guess what you could call Hudson's story time. Dude, Matt is so right. The Cops theme song, I didn't even think about it. Should have consulted Mr. Matt McGraw pre going live. That would have been genius. Next, based upon what has happened at the Hudson House the past couple of days, that's about right. So obviously, you guys see have a little different camera angle. I do have a guest host with me tonight, though. My man G-Man. What's up, Gary? How are you, brother?
Yeah, what's up?
Hanging in there, living the dream.
Oh yeah.
Getting ready to burn some tumblers, right?
Right now, business cards.
Also fun. We do have another guest host. All I can see is the cherry from her cigarette, but Aaron Coach is here. What's up?
What's up?
Yeah. So you guys, we have to behave tonight. Donna Etheridge is my mom, so we have to. I can't use any wordy dirts. If you guys believe that, I got a bridge to sell you. But my mom is here, so you guys be on your best behavior. But yeah, Aaron, you better be good. Better behave. You're always our troublemaker. So.
Well, you know.
Yeah, if she could be more like Matt McGraw, that would be perfect.
You know, I mean, that's all we need. Nothing big. Nothing big. So,
Oh, whoa, hold on.
Mom says I'm about to head to bed. No worries. Yeah, and mom's already heard the story. She was involved whether she wanted to be or not. At any rate, so we do obviously have a firms. I didn't start mixing it up. Sorry, bro.
Good Lord, firms.
But at any rate, so worried, Mom. Yeah, no, I'm absolutely certain of that. So, do we want to run that Raz? Go ahead and get. I tell you, that's what we'll do. We'll do that first before I start telling the story, because you guys, if anybody's been around me long enough, it doesn't take much to throw me off. So let's just go ahead and get that ran for us. So let me, I'm going to share my screen here. And thank you to everybody who got in. For those of you that did not see it, it was a Raz. I threw it up, I don't know, like maybe 5-ish o'clock today. And there's another one. This one's still a little bigger. So we got 5 players, 2 players, 3. God bless America. I can't count today. 4 players, 5 spots. I'm very special, okay? I better go with numbers. So anyway, we got Booby in the 1 and the 2, Ant-Man in the 3, Aaron in the 4, and Cody DeForge in the 5. The way this will work, I'll run the random. I keep looking at that camera like I'm using that camera today, and I'm not. But top spot and last spot from the random will win a custom gridiron tumbler. If you have not seen them, this is not a gridiron tumbler, but this is the same exact tumbler that you'll get just with a gridiron. This is that Gary made for my wife for Mother's Day. But that's that. Now, as I shared on the glow tumbler that I threw up, if you want a tumbler but you don't want the gridiron logo, Gary will make you a custom logo, but there will be an upcharge on that. So just so you know, if you did not want a gridiron tumbler and for some reason wanted something custom, we can absolutely do that. But obviously there'll be an upcharge. At any rate.
Design fee sounds better than upcharge.
I agree.
Upcharge.
Oh,
No, I mean, design. There's just. But I mean, you guys, like anybody who's ran a business before, you have to know or even understands business at all. Time is money. And if he has to do something custom, it takes more time. That's just how it works. So.
Case in point, that random ass tumbler I ran yesterday took 6 hours.
Yeah.
Came out super dope.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, that cup. If you guys haven't seen that cup, that is really damn nice. Really damn nice. All right. So dice roll must be 5 or higher. Gridiron Cups has. Here we go. We got Booby, Ant-Man, Aaron, and Cody. Good luck, ladies and gents.
Ow. Son of a gun.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at Mr. Booby. Booby and Ant-Man both win the cup. Aaron, you did a great job. You got number 3. You're right in the middle.
Right in the middle. Well, in all honesty, if Booby hadn't won, and I did, I was going to give it to Booby since he got so upset that I took my spot.
Hey, that's all right. He took that 4 the other week, and he did all right.
Yeah.
At any rate, well, congrats, Booby and Ant-Man. Just let me know if you want Gridiron Cups. I assume you do. If you don't, then just let me know what custom you want. Yeah, good night, Mom. Love you.
Good night, Mom.
All right. So while we are here, I mean, let's just get to it. Let's just get to the story. So, let me take this down for a second, or at least change how we're set up here. Yeah.
Oh, she says love you.
Yeah, she has to say that. She's my mom. No.
Dang.
She does not mean it.
Yeah, she doesn't really mean it. Just saying it because she has to. No, she does. I know she does. It's a blessing to have my mother in my life and caring about me. It's a blessing for sure. All right. So there's a lot of moving parts in this story, so I'm going to try and tell it as in the best Josh way I can, which means it's going to be a disaster. At any rate, so Wednesday morning, which was yesterday, at 8:30, I get a phone call. And it's not from a number that I recognize, but it's from Durham, North Carolina. Well, I work in Durham, so my job is based in Durham. So if a call comes in from Durham, I always answer it. Well, I answer this call at 8:30 in the morning, and it's Duke Police. So I work for Duke University. So it's the University Police, and they say, "Hey, can you come in and chat with us about 9:30 this morning?" And I'm like, what? Like, what's going on? Why would I need to come in? And they were like, well, I mean, we just need to talk to you about something. I don't know if any of you have ever, if the police want to talk to you, it's never about something cool. Like, hey, we just want to show you this new thing we got. Like, no, something's wrong. They don't want to talk to you for no reason. So I am, freaking the fuck out. And the officer asked me if I'm on site, meaning am I in an office? And I was like, no, I work from home full time. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, let me call you right back. I was like, oh, okay. So this is at 8:30. I have a team meeting with my boss and all of my teammates that I work with at 9 o'clock. I haven't told my wife anything because I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on to begin with. And so I messaged my boss and kind of clue her in like, hey, I just had Duke Police call me. I don't know what the hell it's about. But if I just disappear in the middle of our 9 o'clock meeting, that's why. She's like, oh, okay, no problem. Hopefully it's nothing. I can't imagine what it would be. My first thought was like, I messed up at work. Like I made a mistake. Because, I deal with a lot of sensitive information. So if I sent something out, I could lose my job, but I don't think the police would get involved. Unless I was doing something super criminal, which I don't do that. Anyway, so I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen, waiting for this phone call. I hop on my 9 a.m. meeting, and I'm not. This is how I think too, firms. So at any rate, so I hop on my 9 a.m. meeting, and it's like I don't know, 10 minutes to 10, and the doorbell rings at my house. Well, I look on the camera and I can see it's two guys. They didn't look like anything special. I just assumed they were like, sales guys. It happens, I don't know, 2 or 3 times a week. We have solicitors that just walk through our neighborhood. Well, then I get a text from my wife. She's like, "There's 2 guys here for you." And I was like, "Oh shit." So I get off, I come downstairs, get to the bottom of the stairs, and I see, we have a glass door. I see through the door, they're police officers. So I'm like, all right, well, take a couple deep breaths and walk out the door. I'm like, all right, what's up, guys? What can I help you with? And they're like, they turn and look at me, and it's the first thing I notice is they have an embroidered patch on their shirt, and it says Sanford Police Department. So Sanford is a city about an hour south of where I live in North Carolina. And this jumped out at me. The reason this jumped out at me is because, like most of you know, I rent out my Mustang. So I have a Mustang convertible that I rent out on a website called Turo. And I had rented this Mustang on Monday, and the guy who had rented it was due to return it yesterday, and he was supposed to return it at noon. And the reason Sanford PD jumped out at me is because whenever anybody rents a car from me, I always ask them, "Hey, where are you taking the car? That's my right. It's my property. I don't want you taking it. And, we're going to the hood of Chicago. All right, cool. Hey, you're not taking my car." But anyway, I just like to kind of know where it's going to be. Well, he had told me that he was taking it to Charlotte on a business trip. Well, he never went to Charlotte. He drove to Sanford in that car. And so when Sanford PD showed up, and that coincided, I was like, this has something to do with my Mustang, doesn't it? And they were like, "Well, what are you talking about? Where's your Mustang? Where's your," like, all of a sudden you see that, like, they started asking lots of questions. And I'm like, so I rent my car on Turo. I rented it on Monday to this guy, and they're like, "What's this guy's name?" I was like, "His name's Marquise Edwards." Fuck that guy. I don't care if you find him. You guys can send him all the comments you want. I don't care. He's on Facebook. At any rate, so he was like, "Oh, okay, all right, cool. Can you tell us where your car is right now?" Well, my car has a GPS tracker in it. It's built in from Ford, and so like I can see where it is at all times. So I pull up the tracker. I'm like, "Yeah, it's at such and such an avenue in Sanford, North Carolina right now." I was like, "Oh, it just moved. Now it's at such and such address in Sanford, North Carolina." And the officer's like, "Oh, dang. Can you keep sending us those locations so we can keep track of the car?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "But the car's supposed to be back here at noon." The officer's standing in my driveway at 10 o'clock, and they're like, "Oh, well, shit, we can find something to do for a couple of hours. We'll just go mull around town." I was like, "Hey, there's a donut shop right around the corner." They started laughing. At this point, I know they know it's not me. We're now amicable. My asshole is unpuckered. I'm not nearly as scared. So, we're having a little banter back and forth. Well, 12 o'clock comes, or like 11 o'clock, I send the guy a text, which is what I do with anybody who's returning a car about an hour ahead of time. I just go, "Hey, just checking, making sure, we're still on track for noon, and because inevitably with a lot of folks, life happens, something could be traffic, anything can make them late. And I just want to give them the benefit of the doubt." So I asked him, nothing. He didn't respond. At noon, I'm calling him, leaving him voicemails. "Hey man, just wondering, when the car is going to be back." So I wait until 2 o'clock, or not 2 o'clock, about 10 minutes to 2. He calls me from a different number that he reserved the car under, but he calls me and is like, "Oh, hey man, bro, I just woke up, man. I'm so sorry. Can I extend the car another day?" And I was like, "Nah, man, because like I have another renter that's supposed to pick the car up at 5 p.m. tomorrow, and I need to get an oil change in the car, so I needed that ASAP." He's like, "Oh, all right, man, I'm on the way." So of course I can track his ass. I can see he's not on the way. He's driving all over the damn place. After I spoke to him at 2 o'clock, he goes to Fayetteville. He goes back to Sanford. Then he goes to Apex. Then he goes to Morrisville. He goes to Morrisville and has dinner at a Mexican restaurant while I'm calling his ass trying to figure out where the fuck he is. Where's my damn car? So then Sanford police calls me and says, "Hey man, we have a feeling he's not bringing it back. we've been, looking at the location every time you send it. Good feeling he's not gonna bring it back. You might just want to go ahead and talk to Creedmoor PD, have them report it as stolen. I was like, all right, cool. So I call my local police department. They come out, take the report and everything, and then we're talking. She's like, hey, can we call the detective that is handling the case in Sanford? I was like, yeah, sure. So we call him. I got him on speakerphone. Well, with another officer on the phone, I actually start getting all the information about why they're after this guy. So what happened, apparently, and I still don't have all the details and probably will never get all the details. But so the guy that rented my car has a clean record, good driving record, no criminal record, nothing wrong with his background. But what happened is coke lines. But what happened is he rented the car and then let his buddy, who was a big time fucking criminal, drive it. And that dude drove that car like he stole the damn thing, basically. I could look at the gas mileage and tell you he was driving it like an asshole. And apparently committed crimes in the car. I don't know exactly what crimes. I suspect one of them is selling drugs because there was a lot of it smelled like weed in the car. So they had obviously smoked in the car. And then also there was weed found in a baggie by the police in the car. So, yeah. But problem is when I spoke to Creedmoor and asked them to file the report, they were like, well, let's wait because now hearing from Sanford that they're after this other guy who's not on the rental agreement. And if they go after the guy that's on the rental agreement and pull the wrong guy over, then the wrong guy that they don't want to know they know anything about will find out that they're onto him and mess up like a much bigger case. I guess this guy is like a pawn in a larger gang of people that are committing crimes all over Sanford and North Carolina as well. So at any rate, the officer's like, let's just wait. Like, because I think this is like 5 o'clock. She's like, can we just wait? It looks like they were coming this way. This was when they were on their way up into Morrisville to go have dinner. So I thought they were coming back because Morrisville from my house is like 25 miles or 25 minutes. So like it's much closer than where they were in Sanford. So I'm thinking, all right, they're coming back. Well, then they eat in Morrisville and then drive home. So at that point, as soon as I see they're driving back down or back south from Morrisville, I call Creedmoor PD. I was like, all right, let's just go ahead and report it stolen, man. I need to get my car back. Like I want it back tomorrow or today if at all possible. Creedmoor PD is like, all right, cool. I'll call you back about 10 minutes once we got everything in. Then you can call in Sanford and let them know. I was like, all right, cool. Get a call back about 10 minutes later from Creedmoor PD. They say, well, you're going to love this, Mr. Hudson. I was like, oh, shit. Apparently, from what Creedmoor PD tells me, because it's part of a rental agreement, the owner or the renter doesn't technically have to return the car, and I can't report the car stolen until it's been missing for 48 hours. But if I want to file charges, I can file civil charges by going to the magistrate's office, and then within the next couple of weeks, they'll go and serve him so that he knows he has civil court. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not fucking doing that. I was like, I told the officer straight up, I was like, that's a waste of my time. I was like, I'm just going to go to Sanford. Sanford PD told me they would help me get the car back. And she was like, oh, well, yeah, I guess you just go ahead and do that. So thankfully, my brother had the time. My brother came and went with me, which I'm super appreciative of that. He's probably not on the live tonight, but if you are, bro, I owe you, man. I love you, and I appreciate you coming in and driving me down. But at any rate, so we drive down to Sanford. What's that?
I said anytime.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Gary would have been here. The commute was a bit of a stretch, though.
I still would have got to your house before your Mustang.
It's fucked up, but true.
Yep.
So,
and I got to for you.
Yeah,
that's speaking in Morse code.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, so we finally get to Sanford, and my he's like, bro, I'm starving, man. We gotta get something to eat. My brother's not as big as me, but he's a big dude. So we sit down at Bojangles and eat, and I was like, man, I didn't check the status of the car. Let me see where the car's at. So I pull up my app and I look at it. The car is like a half a mile from where we're sitting and eating dinner right that moment, and I was like, oh, fuck. And my brother's like, didn't they tell us to go to the police department? I was like, bro, if you don't drive me over to where this fucking car, I just want to put my eyes on it. I don't care what the police said. I'm not going to jump out and go beat anybody's ass or anything or shoot anybody. But like, I just want to put my eyes on it and make sure that like I'm not losing it. So we drive over. This dude was at a car wash vacuuming the car out. And I'm going to tell you, if that was his level of detail, he is the worst fucking detail man I've ever met in my life. Because that car was fucking a disaster when I got it back. So if he cleaned it up, I hate to know what it did look like. At any rate.
It was gross.
Yeah, it was disgusting. I had to I sanitized every surface in that car before I rented it out again today. At any rate. So I got eyes on the guy. I take pictures. I send it to the cop that I've been, bouncing shit back and forth. He's like, oh, you see the car? I was like, yeah, bro. It's like right here at the car wash right next to the McDonald's we were just eating dinner at. Little white lie.
Yes,
so at any rate, he was like, oh, shit. All right, just come to the police station now. My buddy's there. He'll come out. I was like, all right, cool. So we go. And never let her out. Yeah, Ferns can't do it. Anyway. Oh yeah, bro. That thing is gonna keep getting rented. It's just part of the game. But I got a tracker in that bitch, and I'm adding another one.
I'm putting a tracker on HUD. That way I know where he is.
I'm putting a tracker on my tracker, so I know where my tracker is. At any rate, so now we get back to the police department in Sanford, so that we can officially go after the car to recover the car. And I walk in and they're like, hey, they ask who I am. I tell them who are the officer. As soon as his eyes like light up, he's like excited. He's like, oh shit, I'm about to get to do some fun stuff. So he comes out from behind like the bulletproof glass and all that shit. And he was like, the detective wanted me to ask you, did you go ahead and file a report with Creedmoor? And I was like, oh, well, I was going to, and I told them I wanted to, but then they told me that because it was a rental, it was a civil matter, and that it's not technically stolen until it's been missing for 48 hours. And he just looked at me. He was like, that's a crock of shit. Let's fucking go. I was like, all right, let's fucking go. So he just paces out to the parking lot. I follow him. I'm walking with my brother. Me and my brother look at each other like, are we about to get in the fucking police car and go fuck this dude up? Like, are we going to really get to do this shit? So I look at the officer. I'm like, are we going with you? Are we following you? What are we doing? He's like, yeah, no, just follow me. That's fine. I was like, oh, okay, cool. He hops in the car. We go. When he gets in the car and he takes off, my brother's stressing the hell out. My brother's like, what? Man, he's driving too fast. I can't keep up. I'm like, bro, we're the ones telling him where the fuck to go. I got the location. So he's only going where we tell him to. So don't worry about it. Well, as soon as we get in the car and we're heading to the location, that car wash where we'd seen the car, I pull it up and check it. Well, he's moved. So I send the new location to the cop. And so you can see the cop, like, he hits the brakes, like, right. I could tell when the text got to him. I could see him slow down, turn signal on. So he turns. And then, about 3 minutes later, I check the status again. Dude's moved again. So I hit him with the new address. So then you see him hit the brakes and turn a different way and go in a different direction. Well, then we come up to this intersection and he turns left to go down this road and then slams on his brakes. And like with that, me and my brother are right behind this cop. He slams on the brakes, turns his lights on. And I'm like, where the fuck is it? Oh shit. The car is right next to us. It lined up with 3 other cars. The policeman pulls in right behind him. They had 4 fucking dudes in the Mustang. If you've ever been in a Mustang, it's not designed for more than 2 adult human beings. It's really not. The back seat is a waste of time, but it's there. But it's like even my 5-year-old son can't really sit in the back seat anymore. Like it's small as hell. So at any rate, police pull this dude. Dude gets out of the car with a firearm. They got weed in the car. The car smells like weed. There's 4 dudes, all of which have criminal records. Nobody gets arrested. Nothing happens to these dudes. The guy walks up to the guy, gets my key back. The guy says to him, man, I just brought the car back to Sanford to clean it up so I could take it back to him. Like, and the officer was like, is Sanford the only place that has car washes? I didn't think Sanford was the only place in the state with car washes. I bet you Creedmoor's got some car washes. You could have just drove it up there. So at any rate, he just walks over to the car. I roll the window down. He hands me my key, and he's like, "Give us about 5 minutes. We're gonna have you drive the car to the police station, and then we're gonna, run, look through it and make sure there's nothing bad in it, and then we'll send you on your way." So that's what happened. We went back to the police station. They went through it. That's when they found a little baggie of weed in there. They found, trying to think what else, that just a bunch of other random just trash and bullshit, like some little sweatshirt, just a bunch of dumb shit in the car that was not mine. And these dudes only had the shit for 2 days, like 2 days. And the car was filthy. I spent like an hour and a half this morning detailing a car, and it's a small car. Shouldn't take an hour and a half to detail a damn Mustang. But at the end of the day, I got the car back. Obviously, I was dealing with that yesterday when I should have been live here. I didn't get home last night until I think it was either 9:30 or 10 o'clock, something like that. And then obviously I was way too amped up and stressed out, and I couldn't sleep. I didn't sleep for shit. So, it's the car's back, but that's the reason I missed last night. So I apologize, but I think after hearing that long ass drawn out story, you probably understand why I wasn't able to go live.
So wait,
Matt McGraw, you're my hero. Furman,
I did get my oil change. Listen, my oil change cost me $200 fucking because a Mustang GT takes 10 quarts of oil. Good God.
Your truck doesn't even take 10 quarts.
10 quarts, bro. 10 quarts. Like, I looked it up. To buy the oil and the oil filter, it would have cost me like $155 if I did it myself.
Question, Huck. How many pints is it?
Nobody gives a fuck. Fuck pints. I don't do. That's a baking thing or science.
Oh, we would have run it, Facebook user.
What does it say? She gonna make Gary and Blaine run it. Yo, I'll tell you what, man. Like I was, I told Booby. Oh, that's Booby. I told Blaine I would have called him, but yesterday was Blaine's daughter's birthday too. So I was like, I don't feel like I can call Blaine. I feel like this is one of those times I definitely should not call Blaine. So, but yeah. So last night was fun. Today has been a damn disaster. Also, I haven't got hardly anything done. Just dealing with all this shit that the police calling me, asking questions, need more information about this and that. Working with Turo to find the shit out of these guys. I mean, I charge them every fee that they had in the Turo book. I charge them everything. They were late, and Turo allows you to charge them I think it's like $50 for every half hour they're late. And that dude was supposed to return at 10, and I didn't get the car until 7:30. So that right there should put a nice chunk of change in my pocket just for that. But then they also allowed me to charge them a smoking fee, disgusting, like if the car needs excessive cleaning, which it definitely did. Like I got to charge them all these fees. They went 500 miles over the miles they were supposed to drive. But, Chris Hansen didn't show up. That's right, bro.
It would have been a pizza guy. Ooh.
That would have been scurry. Yeah.
Tomorrow's Furman's birthday.
Oh, I know.
He turns 500 pounds.
I owe Furman some Fortniting, and I did see Furman. I saw your comment. Did I download? I have not downloaded. I will download it before I go to bed tonight. That will be on there. And so tomorrow, usually we would do Fantasy Fridays. We didn't get to do it last Friday. I think we did do it the Friday before that. So tomorrow, if we do Fantasy Friday, it'll probably be on Firm's channel, which is totally okay with me. But did also want to share helmet series. This right now, I've got a solid 10 helmets. I want to add more, but I might just stick with 10 helmets. These are all top tier players. I've got a couple of flexes, but we're looking at probably about a $600 per box series. It'll be a small series, like a 10 helmet series. And then after that, we'll figure out what we want to do. It might be a mixed series after that. Something. I just want to do something fun. I think the Fanatics jerseys were really nice to have in this last series. We'll probably start trying to mix in a little more of those authentics coming, going forward. Maddie Mac's got wedding rehearsal tomorrow. Shit, I forgot.
He'll have another one. It's fine.
Oh, it's fucked up. Well, if you don't have the first one, you can't have another one, right? You just skip the first one. So, but yeah, so that was fun. But the other thing we have now, what do you say, Aaron?
That speaking of health,
Speaking of what?
echo.
Man, Aaron, I get every other word.
Tell the hamster to drink a Red Bull. Your internet's not fast enough.
The internet's not interneting. Why is Aaron talking in Morse code?
That's what I said earlier, Matt McGraw.
He stole it from you. He stole it, bro.
Aaron's over there speaking in dial-up.
Or however that shit sounds. Oh no, I am in mix. Oh, I gotta close out and mix it up and come back into it. That's why.
Where the hell is your router? The neighbor's house? What the fuck are you doing?
Hey, listen, bro. Free internet is better than no internet.
I was outside.
Booby says must have some HUD internet. You know, hey man, I got that discount internet, bro. I got that Wish internet. The Wishernet.
Whatever.
All right, Furman. Hopefully here soon, all the noises will start happening. All the racket. Hey, did the Packers decide not to show up tonight? Because what the fuck is going on over there? Like last score I saw is like 24-3. Is anybody watching the game?
No.
I just know Amon Ra. There it is. Booby, you did. You won a cup, brother. You won a cup. You won a cup. You won a... Okay, only two people won a cup. Booby and Ant-Man, 27-3. Damn. Dude, the Lions are trouble, man. Trouble. In a good way. I mean, I think they're an exciting team to watch. But yeah, so that's Booby and Ant-Man are our two winners from the cup giveaway. Man, I just totally made myself disappear. But then we also have a 40-ounce Gridiron Glow tumbler. I don't know if you guys have seen these things, but they're kind of dope. Like, let's go. Whoop, not the button on it. Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess I could go to Gary's page too. I mean, this is a custom one that Gary made. I don't know if you guys saw this one earlier. He posted this up yesterday or maybe the day before. But I mean, it's kind of dope. Now, obviously, that would not be your that would not be a standard cup. That one, I think Gary said. How long did you say that took? Like 5 hours?
5.5.
Yeah. So I mean, 5 hours. This would, if you wanted something like this, obviously you could do that. We would put what the RAS value is towards that, but then you would just have to, pay the what did Gary call it?
Design fee.
Design fee. The design fee. I'm not good with that verbiage, the lingo. But anyway, I mean,
Better
they're
now.
badass cups. So I mean, shit. Look at this one. Josh Allen. I mean, dope. Super badass cup.
No, that's just some guy that happens to wear a helmet similar to the Buffalo Bills and potentially has number 17.
Or it could be number 7. We don't know. It's tough to say.
Or 1. There's a 1 on the shoulder.
Agreed. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Who knows? But with that being said, so we have a RAS up. This one is just like this RAS in that the 1 spot and the 5 spot after random will win a cup. But this is, again, 2 cups. So right now I got Booby in the 4 spot. 1, 3.
Hey, Josh, can you put a number 2? Thank you.
Shut it. As soon as you said, hey, Josh, I was like, this fucking guy. I know he's about to tell me about my 3s. My 2, 3. I just really like 3 today, okay?
I did hand chisel all the details, and I used a hummingbird to do it.
I used the hummingbird. Yeah, fucking hummingbird. Or a woodpecker. Those guys are assholes. I hate woodpeckers.
While we're talking, hold on, I'm stealing your screen for a second. Is Ant-Man still in here?
Yeah, I think so. He was.
So we've got these.
Oh, look at that. Oh, and Ant-Man, I don't want to give away too much, but Ant-Man did say he has something new that I need to check out. I was supposed to call him before, I just hadn't had time. Like I literally just finished eating like 3 minutes before we went live. But we may have some exciting news coming up soon. Deja Monet might be even more better. So I'm excited. I can't wait to check it out. So that's good. But at any rate, probably gonna drop the first break for the helmets, assuming they arrive in time on Monday. If they don't arrive in time next week for Wednesday, and they're going to be here Thursday or Friday or something like that, I'll probably delay the live until I actually have the helmets, because I don't want to open boxes and just show y'all a picture of what the helmet will look like. I want you to be able to see the damn helmet. So next week we'll kind of have to play by ear. It just depends on when the helmets come in and everything. I'll have the labels out to him tomorrow, so that should get them here Monday or Tuesday if he ships them, even if he waits till Saturday. So we should be good to go next week on the helmets.
Firms, it's not real silent if you keep announcing it.
It is exciting. They're bringing a signing partner and a freaking cereal restaurant. I mean, yo, that shit is dope. That is I can't wait to go back up there. And the bad thing is I can't remember the damn name of his shit to save my life. I know it was like the cereal. I keep wanting to call it the serial killers.
So, Matt, I did try to put these on. There was no hope.
Dude, I almost just spit soda all over my fucking computer. What a cuck.
But at least they're here. Aaron, your jersey is, I don't know. It's not here.
What?
I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's not here, but it's not at your house either. It's fine.
It's fine. It's probably still where it's not supposed to be. No big deal.
I'm pretty sure currently it's underneath a Georgia Bulldogs Halloween pumpkin, but that's fine.
I mean, it's whatever.
It's on my desk at work.
All right. Hey, well, I mean, I know it's not Whiskey Wednesday, but Thirsty Thursday works too. We're gonna have some chicken cock tonight. Smallest cock ever.
I don't know. If Bones can actually fit into those, he might.
Not much space up front. For fuck's sake.
What else do we have to show off?
It's with a VCR and pornos.
Wait, Hud, close your eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not looking, I promise.
Hud doesn't want to see his cup.
I don't. Not till he gets here, man. I like the build up.
Aaron, did I send you Hud's cup?
No.
Everybody in the fucking planet's gonna know what this shit looks like besides me. That's okay. I do this shit to everybody too. Everybody knew I was coming to New York except for you in March until I fucking ruined it and took a picture of Dick's house. And posted
Your favorite? Karis has a video of your cup too.
Oh, I'm surprised she hadn't started talking shit to me. She's really good at that.
No, it's a lie. She doesn't have a. I didn't want you to have to deal with that.
Well, no, because if you sent it to her, she would probably actually send it to me.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I won't tell my dad, and then she would.
That's fucking badass, G.
Listen, man. Hud's cup was the. Oh,
yeah,
fucking
Hud's
ass.
cup was the Bryce Young one, Matt. Good job.
Nobody likes Matt McGraw. He's a jerk.
It's Bryce Young wearing a UNC basketball jersey.
Bro.
Getting chased by Duke University police.
I swear. If this shit shows up at my house and it has a USC logo on it, I'm taking a video of me running that shit over my truck.
Furman, I sent it to you, right?
Fucking guys.
What if it was Bryce Young in a Tar Heels jersey getting teabagged by Duke University police?
I mean, that might not be so bad. That'd be all right. As long as Duke's on top, that's what matters, you know. They're the big spoon.
I've heard Duke's the top.
I mean, listen, we all got to be something, you know. Yeah, Matt Ross is getting flagged. Definitely getting flagged.
No, that's just teabag.
Teabag.
Oh shit!
Hey,
Oh
Jeff,
man!
get out my helmet.
Facebook user says fuck Duke.
Oh, I see this. You know, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I gotta go find out who that fucking person is.
Was that Booby again?
Probably.
I bet it's either Booby or it might be JD. JD Flag, because he loves talking shit too.
Anybody else want to see HUD's Cup? I'll send it to
Oh,
you.
no. It is Booby. Fucking guy.
Booby, I'm sending you HUD's Cup.
Nobody likes you, bro. Gary's a dick. Oh, you.
Got my helmet yet?
No, dude, I thought I had a guy on the hook the other day. I had this dude, and he was like, man, I don't know if I can do it at 300. I was like, listen, bro, I've been trying to sell it to 350 to everybody. He's like, all right, let me talk to my wife, man. She might be. And as soon as somebody says that, I start getting nervous. You know, that's just a way for them to walk away from it. And then he comes back and he's like, man, I might have to wait till next payday. And I was like, all right, what's next payday? He was like, the end of October. I was like, God damn, that's a long time, man. So push come to shove, we'll work out like some break credit or something for it, because like I'm just blown away that I can't move it with two of our best defensive players, two Panthers guys.
Right.
I think part of it is also because of this new regime and I think a lot of folks are worried that because we haven't been doing well, the team's going to make changes, and some of those players that have signed a bunch of shit might be players that get changed, and then they won't be able to move them, you know. So I guess I get it, but it's just annoying. You would think Panthers fans would want Panthers shit. We just have a really shitty fan base because we've not had sustained success. I think that's the thing.
Right.
So we line up design with a Mustang for actually, that would be fucking hilarious. Just a Mustang with a top down and just four guys with blunts. I could just send Gary a picture of the blunt that was in the fucking center console of my car.
You want me to put that on a glow cup?
Yeah, I mean,
Make you a rocks glass that has your blunt on it?
it's appropriate that it glows. Bunch of fucks, man. Bunch of fucks.
Right, but before that, you went to exactly 400% more Super Bowls than the Panthers.
You only had much of that, bro. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but so here's the thing. I think you missed a detail when I had there was another word. It was like an alliteration thing. It says sustained success. So like we've had success. We've done this, and then we do this, and then we do this, and then, you know, we go 15-1, and then the next season we fucking win one game. You know, it's like we don't have consecutive winning seasons very often.
And as bad as the drought was, the 90s in general as a whole were a good damn time to be a Bills fan.
Yeah, in the 90s, y'all were basically Duke basketball. You know, you went to the championship every damn year. You didn't win it, but you went a lot.
It was like that one time that the Falcons were good.
Hey, bro, the Falcons fucked up my squad in the 90s and the early 2000s a lot.
To be fair, you weren't even a squad until the 90s or the 2000s.
95, yep. And I started going to Panthers games when I was in college, and it was like, I think it was like 2004, like right as Steve Smith was at his peak. That was like that's when I became a Panthers fan.
Yeah,
so
until you can accept 60 years of failure, I don't want to hear it.
I mean, listen, bro, we're working on it, man. Give us time. We just need another 35 years, and we'll be there.
Did you see PETA tried to get rid of UGA again?
No. Did you see that some Native American organization is suing the
football team or Commanders because they changed their name from the Redskins?
Yeah, it's like, what? At least you had Grits.
I did have the Grits Blitz in the 70s, but you had Bruce Smith, so that trumps Grits Blitz.
What
And
is
grits
grits
spelled with a
blitz?
G
Y'all,
or an
you
S.
fucking guys are talking really old shit.
Yeah, the grits blitz was the D line in the 70s. I don't know.
I wasn't alive, so I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, that was BG. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, now I know. I mean, I guess it is nice that the Panthers' history is only back to '95, so I kind of like.
Well, yeah, because you've seen the entire thing so far.
Yeah, it's kind of cool, I
So
guess.
you can take that disappointment with you right to the grave.
Yeah, I mean, we've been to 2 Super Bowls. We lost both of them. Honestly, the second one sucked because we lost to the Broncos, but like in the grand scheme of things, you could kind of see it happening. And, everybody knew it was Peyton Manning's last year, and you know how the NFL seems to love a script where the good guy goes out, rides off into the sunset with a championship. That shit seems to happen a lot. So I'm not surprised at all that happened. But the first one where we lost to the Pats, that is why I hate the Patriots, because we lost to them on that last second field goal, and we absolutely should have won that fucking game. We were the better team, I feel like, but we lost. So
here's the way to look at it, Hud. It took. This is gonna hurt. The greatest quarterback of all time to beat either of us in the Super Bowl, and then the second best quarterback of all time to beat you in the Super Bowl the second time, because we can't go to 2, we can just go to 1.
It's not loud.
We did go in '98, and we also we both lost to the Broncos and the Patriots in the Super Bowl. It was Elway's.
Damn, that's true, isn't it?
It was Elway's last year for us.
Well, of course, dude, and that was like predestined too. Like Elway was the golden boy at that time, and yeah, Booby is a fucking nut. Can we line a design with a Mustang and the 4 dudes?
But at the end of the day, Ronald Acuna should be not just the National League MVP. He should just win MVP in general.
Yeah, MLB, maybe even NFL MVP. I mean, shit. Let's bring him to the Panthers. Listen, I bet he can catch a ball better than our fucking receiver can. I mean,
Look, he's stolen enough this year. He could be on an NFL team.
Yeah, I mean, listen. This fucking guy thinks he can just take the plate off the fucking dirt.
He legit stole second last night. He pulled that shit out of the ground and they took it to the dugout.
And how many people said a damn thing to him? He was just like, yep, I'm taking this shit. They were like,
it wouldn't have mattered. He doesn't speak English.
No, here's the thing. I think he fucking does. I think he just loves that they have to translate for him. And he's just like eating that shit up.
I just love the fact that Elbies is his translator. But the coolest part about last night is since Acuna and Elbies came into the league, they've been super, super close.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine what Ozzie Elbies was feeling last night when he's standing at the plate, watches Acuna become the first player for the 40-70 club, and then he still has to bat.
After that.
And then he gets the game-winning RBI because he hit Acuna in on that. So that it's kind of a cool thing.
Well, and then didn't he? Oh no, the Braves after their win last night locked up the 1 seed in the playoffs already.
Well, they did that a couple weeks ago, but yeah, no, it's absolutely clinched now.
Yeah, like ain't nobody taking their spot. Let's see, does it?
Andrew Jones? It does. It doesn't matter. Who is that? Because they are not getting a cup.
Hey, that may or may not be the Minnesota Twins fan.
Nobody likes.
He said.
Have you guys even had anybody since Kirby Puckett?
Yo, Kirby's bubblegum ass, man. That dude, he was the roundest, strongest fucking little batter ever. Him and Tony Gwynn, man, they were just a pain in the ass, right?
91 will live forever. That's fine. So will 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98.
Yeah. All the years we went and just didn't win shit. Well, we went at 95?
95 against Cleveland, and then Cleveland's best players like, you know what? I should be a Brave. And Kenny Lofton came to the Braves.
Man, I forgot that shit. Damn. I remember Kenny Lofton. And then we didn't do shit once we had Kenny Lofton. I mean, I guess we
only won the pennant another, 8 times. But, I mean, other than that, you're right. We didn't.
Small, just not the World Series. No biggie.
No, we lost the World Series a lot to the Yankees, though.
And the Phillies too. I remember playing the Phillies a lot.
That was in the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, fucking Phillies. I'll tell you what. Well, there's one song Morgan Wallen has on his newest album called "The '98 Braves," and it's a pretty damn good song. I mean, it's very relevant because it's basically it talks about the heartache of being a Braves fan, and you're like, dude, they're just kicking everybody's ass, and then they don't win shit, you know. So
yeah, at one point in '98, we had a 35-game lead over second place.
Yeah, and then didn't win. We're clearly the best team in baseball and didn't win. I think that's that is what makes baseball good, man. Because you could be barely making the playoffs and get in and get hot at the right time and fucking win the pennant. And you win the whole damn thing.
And it's not just a one and done. Like you gotta prove it. You gotta beat them a few times. But I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be an Orioles Braves World Series. Orioles just locked up their 100th win.
Yeah. Just because the Twins haven't won a single playoff game since the money all year, that's not a big deal. I mean, you know, the Twins they're coming on, bro. They're gonna win it like in the next 30 years or so, maybe. Have the Twins ever won the World Series?
I'll let Booby handle that one.
Oh, Moneyball. Okay, gotcha. I was like, money all year. I'm like, wait, man, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
First was like, yay. Anybody else? 65, 87, 91.
And 91, they beat the Braves.
Fucking dicks.
Because, I mean, beating the Braves in the World Series was kind of like the American League's hobby in the 90s.
I mean, because they were always there. They just didn't win a lot.
Yep.
Dude, that was rough, man. That was. I mean, it's about like being a damn Bills fan in the 90s, right? I mean, shit, you go to Super Bowl 4 times in a fucking row.
You haven't paid attention, Firms? We can chat later. You know, because you've only missed a one of one season. Nobody will ever see 40-70.
Hey, but you know what?
We won't see 40-70.
We saw that dude in person.
Facts.
That was nice.
My son's bright ass arm and everything.
My son's first baseball game, he got to see Ronald Acuña. That's fucking dope. That's cool.
And he ate good that day.
And all the food. That kid housed 4 hot dogs and probably 3/4 of a helmet of fucking nachos.
Authentic helmet of nachos.
And then had the most massive shit a 5-year-old has ever had in his life. That evening,
you won't get yelled at because it's never happened, so it makes sense that you don't know what it is. But it's 40 home runs and 70 stolen bases.
Yeah, Matt, bro. I'm telling you, for that 5-year-old, that shit he had that night put 99% of the shits I've ever had to shame, and it smelled so bad. Everybody had to get the fuck out of the camper. Like, it was awful. Like, everybody was in bed when we got home, and everybody got out of the camper to get away from the fucking smell. Yeah, you do, Cody. You owe me $9 billion. No, $12, bro. $12. Unless you want to get another spot. But yeah, so yeah, we got 4 spots left in the 40-ounce gridiron tumblers. These are the ones that are the Stanley style. I don't even have one yet. I have one coming.
Everybody's seen it.
Everybody but me has seen it. One is coming.
Actually, hold on.
I don't
And
think he's mine yet.
what do you say, Aaron?
I don't think he's made yet.
Oh,
I haven't made yours yet because you're challenging, but yeah, it's Ant-Man. I'm advertising for you again. So they are substantial. I mean,
yeah, I mean those are big ass cups for sure.
They are, but what's nice is the way that this is tapered. They fit perfectly in all vehicles' cup holders, and they do come with a straw also.
Claire, you you rolled in at a very inopportune time. We were just talking about when Gary, myself, and my son went to the Braves. I almost said Indians. The Braves Guardians game in July, and my son ate 4 hot dogs and a bunch of nachos, and then took a big old shit, and it was absolutely disgusting. Matt says they also hold a fleshlight. I mean, if you make your own, bro, you just got to put a. From what Matt told me, you just take a rubber glove and you just wrap it around the outside of it. But that's what Matt told me. So just going off, what the expert has to say and share. My brother wants a spot. Cody, you want me to just send him the invoice? I'll just walk down the street. Hey man, I'm gonna need that money, bro. Yeah. Good shit.
Eddie.
What are you saying, Aaron?
Eddie. My pen took till 6 away.
Did you pass though?
Do what?
Talking to Stacy, she's taking her shoot wildlife course.
Listen, Claire, I will tell you, man. Like when we got back to it was funny too because when we got back to the house, I took him inside the house to like brush his teeth and use the bathroom. So he went in the house, brushed his teeth, and peed. And then we get out to the camper, like literally just walked in the camper, and he looks at me and goes, "Oh, Dad, I gotta go to the bathroom." I was like, "Oh, okay, well, let's just go back in the house." He's like, No, I gotta go to that bathroom. I was like, "Is it an emergency?" He was like, "Yes." I was like, "Okay, go to the bathroom." And then he goes in the bathroom. I go up to the front of the camper, which is probably, I don't know, Gary, what, like 20 feet away, maybe?
Yeah.
And I'm standing there talking to my wife, just kind of telling her about the game and what we did. And I was just like, God, this smells like shit in here. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? I was like, y'all don't smell it? She was like, no, I don't smell anything. And then she gets out of the bed and comes to the doorway. And she's like, oh, my God. I'm like, what did y'all do while we were gone? She's like, it didn't smell like that like 20 minutes ago. So I go open the door to the bathroom. And that, pow, it just like punches me in the face. And I shut the door back and go, God damn, son, you got to flush that shit, bro. You can't just let it sit in there. It's just ruminating. It was, and I'm telling you, no joke, that was a pile of shit like this tall in the bottom of a damn camper toilet. Like, if he'd have shit like another inch, he probably had his butt touching it. Like, it was ridiculous.
And now, mind you, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Sitting there, like, still winding down, sitting there watching TV. Here comes Josh. Sits down. Like, thought you were going to bed. He's like, yeah, I was. And then here comes Amberly. Like, what is going? And then here comes Karis. I'm like, what is happening?
Bro, it was horrible. Truly horrible. But he will never, he probably won't remember that, but I will never fucking forget it. So, I will definitely be telling all his girlfriends and friends and everything that story for years to come. Yeah, Claire, little dude, yeah, he saved it just for the camper. I'll tell you what, I should have made his ass clean out the camper too. But yeah, that's usually Daddy's job. I get the shitty job. Yeah, and now it's immortalized on Twitch. That's exactly right, Firm. That and my car story too. I mean, that's kind of that's a crazy one for sure. But hey, at least it's recovered. And the dude that's renting it right now, he is. I ain't worried about him at all. He's like a 55-year-old white dude that lives like 20 minutes down the road, and his dream was to drive a Mustang one day. And I was like, well, man, for $200, you get to drive it for 4 days, bro. Have a ball.
But yeah, like these Stanley Cups, they like just from Stanley, you'd be looking at like $55-$60, and that's just a cup by itself. So I mean, for $40,
These are nice cups too. Everybody that has them. I don't have a cup yet. I will soon. But like everybody that has gotten them has been very pleased.
Yeah, and they do hold they hold ice for 24 hours.
Nice. All right. I got to go to bed. I'm half asleep.
Yeah,
All right,
you
well,
do.
fine. Just go to bed.
I took a pain pill.
There's a high speed chase.
You know,
Fuck you,
send me some.
That's such a dick. There's a high speed chase with a black Mustang. Fucking shithead. Oh man.
Okay.
All right, now you're gonna make me check that shit. Let's see where we're at.
It's parked. He's been in bed since 7.
Probably, bro. I'm telling you, this dude. I'll just share. No, he's in Kentucky, which is where he said he was going. But it's funny. So this guy, like, he asked me more questions about that car than anybody has ever asked me. He was like, "Where's the spare tire? How do I change the spare tire? What happens? What if I run out of gas?" And I'm just like,
Then you
are you? I'm like, are you planning for all this shit? Like, what the fuck, man? And when he asked me about the spare tire, I was like, I mean, do you know how to change a spare tire? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, this one has one of those bullshit donut tires. I mean, you're more than welcome to do that. I was like, but to be honest with you, I probably wouldn't change the tire on this car. I would just call roadside. Like with Turo, you have roadside assistance, so just call Turo and get roadside to come out. He's like, oh, okay. Getting ready for the spike strips. Fucking God.
Thanks, Claire. I try to put them on every social that there is. But yeah, Matt, we 100% need to let's go to Raleigh and then rent a Mustang, but just like an airport drop off, so he doesn't know it's us. And then
Oh no, I'll know it's you. Everybody who rents that car from me, I put the key in their hand. There is no drop off.
no, just leave it in the cup holder. It's fine.
Yeah, nope. Definitely not doing that shit now.
All right, so Matt, we have to find a stranger. Give him like 10 bucks to go pick up the keys.
Listen, that's what this fuck did. It wouldn't be too hard.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Bye,
All right. Toodles. Toodle-littles. All right, what time is it? 10 champagne. I'm going to give it to about 10:30. I'll keep bullshitting. And then if we don't feel it, no big deal. Like I said, helmets are coming next week. Likely next week. So that should be, yeah, I'm actually really excited about that. It's a super solid lineup. And it's $600, which is our old line. I'll just say I've seen people running similar helmets at a considerable markup. And my goal here is I try to keep it as affordable as possible for everybody as best I can. You know, I would say I need to make a little money, but did we just say titties?
It's
Tittles?
possible.
I mean, it's kind of a cool word. I like it, you know, but I like titties. Just I don't think I said it, but I might have. I don't know. You never know. Did you just say titties? But no, I mean we've got actually here. I'm gonna look at the list. For those of you that are here, I might give you a little inside scoop. Let's see. All right, so we've got a. Oh yeah, let's see. I mean, that dude's kind of a badass. This dude's. He could have like been hanging out with them guys in my car. You know, I'm just saying.
I know who that is.
This dude's like, I mean, he's a goat, and it's super shiny. Like, it's a super shiny goat.
Josh Gordon.
Fuck no. That is funny though. He does love the ganja. This dude. I mean, that's another flex. I didn't realize I had. That's 2 flexes already. Oh, and then there's another goat, and then another goat, and then another one, and.
Is there a sheep?
No, there's no sheep. I got a billy goat here though, and this is a mountain goat, and then we got like a woodland goat and a safari goat. We're just making shit up now. But yeah, this helmet series is this is actually pretty badass. So I mean, all right, so Hall of Famer. Potential future Hall of Famer, Definitely Hall of Famer, 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 Hall of Famer.
Matt just got sticky.
Yeah, so let's see. Damn. Yeah, and then there's one other one that is, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer yet, but he likely will be a Hall of Famer. Shit, I should have just called this damn Hall of Fame series. Because there's another dude that's a Hall of Famer that I don't have on this list that is available for me here now, right? You know what I'm saying? But Matt McGrath is still recovering. Have you seen how Bryce Young fans are now folding and saying they feel he isn't ready because Cam Newton came out on an interview basically saying he isn't ready? I mean, listen, I did see. I haven't watched Cam's interview because, if I'm being honest, I feel like Cam is just desperate for attention, and so he'll say anything he can to remain relevant, and he's not. He's not relevant anymore. He's not a quarterback in the NFL. He changed the game, yes, but clearly the NFL does not have a place for him, and so I don't really care what he says, as shitty as that sounds. I think if we open up the offense and let it run like we did against the fuck was the team we just played? I'm blanking on it. The Hawks, the Seahawks. If we play like we did against them and let Bryce do some of that, I think we could be we might not win a hell of a lot more, but we'll at least be a lot more entertaining to watch. I think we'll score more points. I think Bryce is a good quarterback. He's just got, he needs playing time, man. He's got to get out there. We got to open this shit up. Let's just start fucking making shit happen. And if he throws a couple picks, man, I mean, shit, some of the greats have done this, like Peyton Manning. How was his first season in the NFL? Everybody was worried he was going to be a bum. I don't think anybody feels that way now. Trevor Lawrence, his first season in the NFL, he didn't look too great. Now I don't think people are worried about him. A lot of people struggle adjusting to the NFL game. Not everybody can come in and be, killing it day one. So I think we're going to be okay.
And at the end of the day, the majority of Nick Saban's projects come around.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you look at everybody that played quarterback at Bama before and around Bryce. Every fucking one of them is an NFL quarterback now.
Jalen Hurts,
Mac Jones.
And Mac Jones, for whatever reason, goes from the most hated college to the most hated NFL team. That's fine.
Because he's just a fuck. He's just a dickhead.
But I mean, they're not slouches. They need to get hit by NFL players. They need to see NFL game speed.
I think had Bryce come from Bama when they didn't have a down season and he didn't show that he could kind of go off script and still be successful, I would be a lot more worried about him.
Yeah.
But last season with Bama, they did not have a stereotypical Bama season. They didn't have. Yeah, their offensive line was subpar compared to what they normally are. Bryce was having I don't want to say run for his life, but I mean basically run for his life a lot. He was having to be more mobile, but he's also, that was his second or third year leading that offense, being in that offense, understanding it. So I think
knowing his line.
Yeah, I think it's coming, man. He's too smart a guy, and it seems like he has too good a work ethic. Too many people say so many good things about him. I mean, it's not like Jamarcus Russell where you're hearing those rumors that he's not watching tape. You're hearing the rumors that he's a cancer in the locker room or that he has an alcohol problem or whatever. Like you don't. That
bring up Stetson.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna say his name, bro. I wasn't gonna say it, but Stetson just likes to ball a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You win back-to-back national championships, then you can do whatever you want.
We got to get Stetson in the gridiron. He would be a treat on Whiskey Wednesday.
Oh yeah, he'd probably be fucking shithoused every Whiskey Wednesday. But I mean, he's probably got money, so it might be a good idea. All right, what did Claire say? Let me catch up. So now it's like, since Cam feels he isn't ready, then he really must not be ready. Now I don't care any of that. Just find it funny. Yeah, no, I mean, pretty very Frank needs to take a step back. And Thomas Brown. No, I agree, Claire. I mean, I think what we're seeing out of Frank right now is, I'm trying to think of how to say this.
Not what we saw against the Houston Oilers.
Well, yeah, but like, I just think he's micromanaging. I think he's so worried about being successful, and he's got a ton of pressure on him, obviously, because he has a great reputation. He's built this like dream staff, and I think he's got a lot of pressure on him, and he doesn't want to let an offensive coordinator who he doesn't necessarily 100% trust yet cost him his job or do. But I mean, if that's how you feel, then you shouldn't have hired the dude. You should have hired somebody else. But that's just a vibe I get. It's not from what I've seen or anything. But oh yeah, no, the O line is an issue, and I think a lot of the O line is just from us not having that consistent quarterback there. I mean, specifically when you go into Seattle, their fans are notoriously loud. That's a really difficult place to play. And then you get up to the line, and your quarterback is not the guy you've been practicing with for weeks. You don't know his cadence anymore. The cadence is a little different. He says things a little differently. And so I can see why false starts, would happen. Is it okay that, Icky had fucking like at least 2 or 3 in a row and 4 or 5 in that game? Absolutely not. Like, shit, bro. You're a first-round draft pick, starting left tackle in the NFL. It's time to put your big boy pants on. Let's fucking play some football and stop fucking up. But that's me. I'm not an NFL coach, so. At any rate, I'm going to go last call on spots for the Tumblr. It's still posted up on the page. If we don't get any more spots tonight, probably tomorrow I'll throw up a mini. But it's $40 a spot. 2 out of the 5 spots win. So you have a pretty damn good chance of winning. And these tumblers, just the blank tumbler is $60. So you're getting a custom tumbler with a Gridiron logo. And if you want a different logo, we will happily give you a design fee charge so that you can a design fee. I'll just leave the word charge out. Design fee so that you can make it whatever you want. Because shoot, we got Halloween's coming up, Christmas is coming up, Thanksgiving. I don't think many people decorate for Thanksgiving. I know we don't necessarily at my house, but lots of opportunities for gifts, and Marat can make all kinds of shit. So y'all need to hit him up post. All right, it's 10:28. I'm not seeing a lot of activity. We're kind of slow tonight, and I know it's been just a weird fucking week. But yeah, I'm happy to keep hanging though. If people want to keep talking, Claire, I'm enjoying the Panthers chat. I hadn't seen it. Have you guys been live this week, Claire? Did I miss it? I usually try to jump. I usually try to jump in their lives at least once or twice. I just hadn't seen. It's probably because I've been dealing with a bunch of bullshit this week. So
it's fine. I jump in, say something, wait a couple minutes, and then leave.
Yeah. Gary, I know I keep looking distracted, but Turk is over here acting like he's trying to lay eggs, which makes me feel like he might not be a he.
He's a he.
But he is watching the shit out of this fucking heater over here, like for no damn reason. I'm trying to watch
Turk is absolutely a he.
I mean, he's a big motherfucker. That's what he is.
Matt McGrath says lift his fins in check.
Yeah. Hold on, man. Let me grab him and stick my finger up his ass and just see what he is.
That'll really piss it off. That's what Steve Irwin taught me. That's how you piss off crocodiles.
I mean, yeah, fuck, man. No, but like you know when Severums, especially turquoise Severums, when they start getting in that like breeding mode, their lower half kind of turns like bright yellow.
Yeah.
Like some of his fins are like yellow right now. They've never been yellow before. Maybe him and Goldie are about to do some baby making. That'd be kind of dope. The Rainbows are definitely making babies. Good old South Park. Dude, you know what's sad? Well, I don't know if it's sad or not, but I never watched South Park. It's never been my thing. My friends watch it all the time, but like we didn't have cable when I was growing up, so like I didn't really watch much cable. And then like even when I did watch South Park, it was never my favorite. It definitely has funny moments, but like to me, it's not super funny. Yep. All right. Well, it is what 10:30 on the dot. 10:30 on the dot. I was a man of my word. I waited until 10:30. Booby, thanks for getting that spot number 4 in the 2-box 40-ounce tumblers. Those are the glow tumblers, so that's definitely an upgrade. I know obviously the price is up pretty dramatically, but they're also way more expensive. But so I'll probably throw up a mini, like I said, 7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in the drop top. Yeah. Fucking Matt, you distract me. It's so easy though. At any rate, like I said, this is already up on the page. What I'll do is I'll throw up a mini probably tomorrow, try and get that filled. If we fill it tomorrow before Firm goes live for his birthday, I'll go live and find us a winner. If we don't, no big deal. Whenever we fill it, I'll go live and do it. And I think I'm going to start going live more just kind of casually too, like not necessarily have it planned. So you guys might just see me in a random like middle of the fucking day just talking some shit and having a good time. So if you see me live, ever hop on. It may or may not be from StreamYard. I might even just do it from my damn phone, do it old school just to catch you guys up on little shit that I'm seeing and stuff because yeah, there's a lot of exciting shit coming, not just for Gridiron, but memorabilia in general. So I think chasing down less. Yo, I thought about going live yesterday for that, but I was like, that might not be a good move. They may not want me to be live on the internet while we're following folks. So, at any rate, well, I'm going to sign off, ladies and gents. I appreciate y'all. Gary, as always, thanks for hopping on, hanging on the live, and we'll talk with y'all later. Deuces.